Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. A first down for the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Alabama pushing the tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Just finds that little crevice and he's still up. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. On the move. Inside the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This quarterback is such a weapon on these design QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and man, he did it right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires on the move. Quarterback just flat missed him, incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The give is to Smith. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
He's marked down at the 29. 3rd down coming up.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Already down a score early, the last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
SMU 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Alabama 10, SMU 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Man, I do not want a guy that dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
Off play action on 1st down. Still on his feet. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
With the defensive score.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
SMU 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After giving up that score. Now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Fires to the right. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Comes out throwing on first down. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Number 9.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that pass is caught at the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
and this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On second down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wide out in motion. Now on the move. Quarterback gets enough. Hit the afterburners, kid. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang Rocky.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Keeps the play going. He's going to run it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on first down from the 28. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 31, SMU 7.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Coming out with it, it's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So,
looking deep. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one too.
Pulled and finds his man on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
This offense has a second down play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They're going to ride this running back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
A run for the quarterback. Bulldozes his way through. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
38, SMU, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Smashes through the tackle. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Defense in press coverage. To throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it on first down. He's going up top. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter.
The end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 38, SMU 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Mustangs want to move quickly. They'll try to run for it. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. At the 35, he's got room. Racing to the right. The 20. Inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Number 26.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Throwing right. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed.
Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the stomping has commenced.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Good enough for first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Gets rid of it. Fires into traffic, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. The quarterback takes a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.